The world's been trying to grow lobsters for more than 100 years, and we're the only ones that have succeeded in doing this. The hub was designed to really tackle the key challenges to develop a sustainable aquaculture industry for lobsters, something new and an Australian innovation. The hub was designed in 5 major areas, with the 2 areas of sustainable systems and feed being a large priority area because that's where a large amount of the challenges exist. Another major area for our research involves understanding the requirements for the transporting the seed stock and improving their quality. The seed stock are the little baby lobsters that we produce out of the hatchery, and having the capacity to transport them around the world provides the industry another business opportunity to be able to deliver this new sustainable supply of baby lobsters to other grow-out facilities in the world.
So when the arrangement between Ornatas and the Sustainable Onshore Lobster Aquaculture Hub was established, it was initially about building a hatchery facility in Tasmania. We moved to Queensland quite quickly because this makes more sense in terms of the natural environment, the temperatures that are here, the species are naturally occurring here in the Townsville region. But the relationship with the University of Tasmania has been really critical because of their expertise in the research that they have underway around understanding the physiology of juvenile lobsters, being able to tackle some key issues, things like cannibalism. How do you stop those little juveniles from eating each other? So they've been doing some great work on understanding what drives that behaviour and how we might be able to moderate that in our aquaculture systems here. We also work very closely with them, and it's been critical for any aquaculture development to have a formulated feed. Without a formulated feed, it's you can't have a commercially viable aquaculture operation.
But there's always a bit of a challenge in translating that lab-based knowledge into a commercial reality. To help achieve this, the researchers need to be engaged at the industry and the commercial scale. They need to be joining the industry partners in solving their specific problems that might be related to their particular site or the expansion of the technology into a commercial setting. And so that engagement, that technology transfer, and very importantly, that shared goal to achieve the outcome is critical. If you can do this in one tank or in one hatchery, can you do it with 20? Can you do it with 30? What are the efficiencies that are required, and what are the challenges with that scaling of the technology? And so I think it's really important. That should not be just the industry's problem. It needs to be our shared problem. And we all need to work together to try and address these issues.
What we're doing is building a commercial scale facility, but understanding the commercial productivity from that system so that we can really have a look at the economics, the variability in production, understand the risks around business development and growth before a next stage in investment in really upscaling that technology. It's been fabulous to actually watch the development of many PhD candidates through that solar hub. They're really doing some cutting edge research, and it's great to have them on board. It's even better when they can come and spend a bit of time with us and see what's happening in the commercial facility. So this year we're looking forward to having 4 or 5 more students come for a few weeks to embed themselves in their research with the commercial partner.
Our PhD students, we're really proud of it, and it's actually one of the most rewarding parts of running a project like this. We in the project have around 17 mostly PhD students, and a real value of that is that with such a large group of students that you can create this cohort environment. The other benefit of a project like this is through industry engagement. The ability and access to industry provides a really rich professional development opportunity for our students. And so we encourage them to work with the industry as much as possible do placements of industry and even do part of their research with industry. We feel this provides a real rich experience for them and really builds their capability, both as a researcher but also in the applied industry components of their study.
The tropical rock lobster is the highest value spiny lobster on the market. It's a premium product. It's absolutely spectacular for its colours and presentation, and it can fetch over $100 per kilo. So tropical rock lobster aquaculture would be a completely new industry from newly hatched larvae, so full life cycle aquaculture, new industry in the world, not just in Australia. So that's a huge achievement. Cracking that holy grail of hatchery production is amazing. But what it brings is an opportunity with the appropriate scale to, generate for our company a revenue of $160 million a year in turnover of product. Looking at the opportunity, if you really replicate the hatchery and juvenile facility that we have, you could build an industry that's worth $1 billion a year.
As a scientist, you want to see value, or you want to see success from your research, and in getting this opportunity to work in large projects and actually see that come to fruition is absolutely exciting. And developing an industry, and particularly in northern and rural Australia, that supports jobs and makes income and things like that is fantastic. That is a really great outcome.